to the stream. Hello, guys. I am, again, waking up in the morning. I'm a little tired. Today, we are drawing logos. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're drawing logos today. I actually have more than one logo to draw, but the first one that was asked of me was a Zelda logo. You like hearing my voice at 300%, Winter? Would I like some coffee? I have coffee. So, I've been on like a banana kick lately. Sound a lot oof. Y'all don't like hearing my voice at 3000%? I have coffee. I made some coffee and I added oh my goodness, I'm blanking on it. Kit Kat creamer, and then I have like a little bit of banana flavor, which I can't tell. The banana flavor doesn't really taste banana-y. No, you do what? Does my sound fine? Was working on some music for someone and had my playback boosted 300%. Is my sound okay? I was saying that hope it not too much logos for you to draw. I have 2 logos. I'm probably going to get at least one done or close to done today. And then I have another logo that I agreed to do. That's my problem, is like I tend to say yes to people about making things, and then I get overloaded. But I don't charge a lot for my services. I just give them away in exchange for maybe helping me with something, or, you know, I'm like a goods and services types VTuber. I like goods in exchange for services. If you draw my character, I will animate and draw your character. It's just how I jam. Cuz right now I can't purchase anything right now. It's just not right now. It's not happening. But I plan on eventually being able to buy art from other artists. But if I get famous enough, who knows, maybe I'll have enough fan art to show forever. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Winter, are you there? By the way, guys, if y'all are tuning in, I have multiple chats going. So if you don't see the chat that I'm reading, it's because it's on a different chat. My VTuber looks weird when I drink coffee. Done equals it's all about I'm a lazy artist. Bruh. I say no and offer to pay for logo, and you were like, look, Winter, I'll beat your butt through the screen. No. Actually, I'm talking about a different follower. Asked to. I just suggested that this follower were to rebrand their channel, and they were looking into logos, and I just suggested a few things, and so I guess I offered to make the logo for them. So that's why I have multiple logos. But no, Winter has done way more than enough for me. So that's why I give free stuff to Winter, because Winter has given me a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't do that. I'm nice. I pet things and nice pet animals nicely. You have to be nice to your animals. You have to be nice to your wolves. You have to be nice to your friends. Don't pet your friends. That's just weird. Let's see how you draw it. Okay, I do have a question for you, Winter, before I start drawing. Is that pose okay? The one that I sent you. If I can get that started, if I can get that down, then I will start drawing it in that pose. It's not going to look exactly like it because it's going to be in my style, but I'm just wondering, is that the pose you're okay with? What? You're saying my accent comes out when it's a fight to the death? Now here. I don't have an accent. I don't have an accent. Look, my fans want to see me draw this thing. I just need to know if the pose is going to be okay. I got to give the fans what the fans want. Otherwise, it'll be a riot on my hands. A quick announcement, which I will probably make later in this stream. I have a few fans that want me to play their games, and I will play them in a different stream. I'm going to have a fans playing game at game day. So just look forward to that. Also, if y'all are a part of the Discord, y'all can always put down video ideas, including games that you want me to play. On fans games, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time just trying them out. If I like a game, I might stick to it. Yes, you have free license. Treat me as a client, not as another artist. I can't do that, Winter. You talk down to me like I'm just like a poor animal in the corner. I'm being cornered. And you're like, you don't give me backgrounds, and I need to make sure you have what you want before I get cornered. How are you doing, Darren Feline? Oh, you're part of my both platforms. I see that now. You think you're comfortable drawing. Listen, I can draw many things. Are you concerned at the fact that I can't draw angles? You don't know how you're doing? You sit in that corner with a dense cap. Make some backgrounds. Well, this is not going to be a background making thing. This is a logo. But I know what you mean. Both of you seem like loose friends to me. No, you're right, a lose friends, like lose-lose situation friends. That's what kind of friends. It's a lose-lose situation with Winter around. I'm just trying to draw logos here. And you want the wolf, not the chains on his arms, right? Or do you want the chains too? The chain. Should have asked for a logo, just a shouldn't have asked. I think you meant to say shouldn't have asked for a logo, just a background. Let's get this started. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and tell me. I'm going to get my basic shapes down, so don't judge me until I get my basic shapes down, okay? Since, I need to get some basic shapes down. Never see me do this, huh? Well, now that y'all been judging me, I am going to start doing more shapes. No chains. You can keep the colors of your original wolf or use Oh, okay, so you want me to use it as inspiration, but you want me to use your wolf as inspiration. Or use this wolf as inspiration, but do it with your colors. Animals is actually something I would like to think that I'm actually pretty darn good at. Out of everything that I have drawn, I'm actually much better at animals than I am at anything else. I just am not an animal artist. I like drawing people, and I just don't think drawing animals. I guess I thought drawing animals is just not as entertaining as like drawing like characters that y'all know. Uh, do it. Give Winter all your talent. Thank you. I will do my best. And already it looks like you're right on track, said Shapes. See, look, Plateau gone in seconds. I'm actually good at animals though, Winter. Like, believe it or not, I am pretty good at animals. Just not people. Now, I like drawing like real fluffy tails, so it's gonna have to be up to you how fluffy you want the tail. And I usually do something like this. It'll make sense. And if you don't like something, I totally can change it. I know you're over the sweating buckets because you know I'm judging every brushstroke. I'm sweating buckets here. Duh. I'm sure you're good at both animals and humans. The thing about humans, I think, the thing about humans that I think is humans ourselves. Like, we see humans like very particularly look different, whereas like we don't see animals look extremely different. You know what I mean? But I think if I were an animal, like a wolf or something, I could tell like that wolf doesn't look right because that wolf has this or this wolf has that. Malmute like tails, poofy. I like poofy tails. What can I say? I like poofy wolves in general. But I would say out of all the things in my art career that I've practiced, definitely wolves and like horses are like one of them. I was saying make the tail. I was saying to make the tail like that. Malmute like tail? What do you mean? Arcane from Pokemon? That's kind of poofy. So you don't like the tail like this. You want like an Arcanine? Good evening. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Are you saying poofy like, or is that you're saying this is poofy like Arcanine? Or you want like a, which Arcanine? There's like 2 Arcanines. You want like it kind of curved? Bruh, I'm saying you're right on track. Or on the right track. Okay. You're doing good? I'm doing great. I'm trying to draw a wolf logo for Winter. So It's inspired by uh it's inspired by Zelda, but it's not going to be quite Zelda. The hard thing about drawing wolves, I will say this, the hard thing about drawing wolves is you don't want to make them look like bears. Because if you like draw a wolf, it's so easy to make it look like a bear. And then like don't clip off the screen. It's not clipping off the screen. What are you talking about? It's wild. It sounded like it sounded like thunder outside. Rose versus canvas borders. It's in the border. It's there. It's in the border. You want like an angry wolf? Do you want the wolf to be mad? Wolf is definitely more fluffy than a bear. Wolf equals messed up bear, steroided wolf is equal to bear. I think that when drawing, it's easy to make a wolf look like a bear. I have done it by accident many times. And then you gotta look at it and figure out what's wrong with it. Winter, you will be using this logo. So like you're gonna have to let me know if you like it. I don't want you to lie to me. I think his eyes need to be tilted this way. Especially if you bipedal ones that were werebear or werewolf. I think it's like the snout and like how so you have to have this fluffy kind of collar looking thing that they have, and I think that the snout makes it look more bear-like. Yeah, be honest, Winter. Rose pour a lot of heart into it. Y'all are just so sweet. Y'all are just so sweet. I mean, I'm pretty much the only one coming to your videos swinging and pointing out things. I'll tell you if I dislike it. I appreciate that. This short muzzle, rounder mane, bear and wolf is longer snout, sharper mane. A mistake in those features alone changes the animal. That's true. That is true. Also, I like furry wolves. And no, I am not a furry. Okay, I will tell y'all about furries. I will tell y'all about furries. I am not a furry. I'm fascinated by furries. Totally fascinated. Like, I just don't understand the world a little bit, I guess. So it's kind of fascinating. Hey, Evox. Evox, we're making logos. I have to make yours as well. But I told Winter a long time ago I would make Winter's. So I'm doing that first. Um, so I'll tell you though, like, they're coming out with this show and it's like detective furries. I kind of want to watch it just to see like what that's about. I'm totally fascinated. Like, they made a whole show about about furries being detectives. I'm not lying to you. I think that it's gonna be kind of fascinating. It's okay. I hope so. What she meant was I'm threatened, Winter. College has been really making it hard for me to work on some things. You know, college does that. College does that. Alright, so you want the same markings as like your wolf. I'm gonna fix a few things first. It's okay to be curious about furry. Everyone has different tastes after all. Adulting, 1 out of 10 rating, don't recommend. I also don't recommend adulting. Stay forever. Like, if you can, if you live with your parents, I'm not saying you, but I mean if you're an adult, if you are going to college and, you know, stay with your parents, don't get student debt. Like, you stay and save money. Like, my brother saved a ton of money living with me and my family, and now, I mean, he's about to buy a very nice house. So, you know, don't stay at your parents forever unless your parents want you to stay there forever. But I'm saying he went to college. He ended up staying with like family for years after he finished college. You know, do that. I'm just saying, like, you can save some money and you can buy a nice house, put a big down payment down or something, you know, get a nice car. He got a nice truck. So, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. No judgment, man. Gotta keep up with the studies and stuff. Yeah. Do your studies. Do something with your life. You'll be happy. Be happy. And go into, like, I also recommend, if you are going to college, my biggest recommendation, before you truly choose what school you want to go into, like if you want to be an engineer or you want to be an accountant or you want to do something like that, make sure you go volunteer for these places first. Like, go to an internship, go do something for these companies, just, or hey, can I go check it out, see if it's something I want to do. Because a lot of times you can go to college for 5+ years and don't like what you're doing. Buy some of Rose's art with said money. That would be really sweet. That would be so sweet. But okay. You better like this logo. That's all I'm gonna say. You better like it. And thus arts makes me happy. Oh, that's great. My arts make you happy. You know what? I need to, like, I'm so happy you guys say these nice things. It really helps me going. Like, I was having such a rough day yesterday. Like, I don't know what it was. I was just feeling moody. Because you put a lot into this channel. I mean, y'all don't even see half of the stuff that I do for this channel. Plus, you know, like working a job, taking care of a baby. There's a lot that goes into what I do. So, like, y'all's kind comments really do help. And, oh, I do want to, like, do everything for everybody. Sometimes it's just not possible, or if, you know, y'all are gonna have to probably wait a little bit before it is possible. By the way, Evox, I made an announcement earlier. I'm planning on doing like a fan stream. So like you're picking games. I already have a game. I have like 2 games already, yours being one of them. Well, I will try out different games. So I think I'm going to try to do that next week. And we'll just do like a games fan stream. Forward leg a little downward to just a tad. Are you saying this one? That's what you mean? I have been interning at a news station. That's pretty cool. And it's quite interesting in the ins and outs of news. Tip of the artist iceberg, audience sees less than 5%. I 100% agree with Winter there. Y'all see probably, I would say not 5%. I would say y'all see probably about 30 to 40% of what I do in the back. Y'all see a portion. It's your passion makes your channel interesting. I'm glad it interests you. No, it's his right leg or left. The forward one. Oh, you want it to go down? Or you want it to go down? Is that what you're saying? Like that? Question, do you speak other languages other than English? I know a little bit of Japanese, but I don't think I could speak it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only know very few words. Like, if you were to speak Japanese, like not message it in message. Like, if you were to speak it, and if not with the symbols. I don't know the symbols. I don't know the alphabet. I know a few words here and there. I can pick up things. So I was in a coffee shop once, and 2 ladies were speaking Japanese, and I could pick up like little pieces of their conversation. I also learned Latin, and Latin is also the back end. Latin is also the back end of Ringo. Ringo, apple in Japanese is Ringo. Undo the first change to the wrong leg. Okay. So like I could pick up some things here and there from their conversation, but I couldn't understand their whole language, like everything they were saying. Is that better, Winter? So Latin is kind of the back end of most languages. Like, you can do Latin and Spanish. You can kind of get some Spanish words from Latin. And so that, like, knowing Latin helps with other languages. I don't like where that leg is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't look right to me. Because it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be like, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face. I think it needs to be, 'cause it's like right up against his face Now you got me thinking about it. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. That didn't look right either. I don't like where this leg is. So I'm probably gonna move it. So to answer your question, not really. I know some languages, bits and pieces, but that's it. I know bits and pieces of Spanish. But I don't know. And yeye means grandpa in Japanese. Did I say that right? Yeye? I want to learn more Japanese. I think if I were to like, I've spent some time learning Japanese. So long as they are stanced, the lead leg is lower than the leg that is heeled back. That is true. I think. What do you think about this so far, Winter? Do you think I need to change it? I think. Hold on. Automatically, the bent leg looks way longer than the other foot. Each were pretty much the same plane. So I think I'm gonna move it like down like this. There, now like his leg is like, well, I don't know. In the picture that I have, his leg is closer to up here, and it moves down. Hold on. Maybe I just need to flip canvas. And that's even better. You mean as it is now? You mean as it is now? Coffee's so good. I do want to learn more Japanese. I think it's cool if like I could speak widened stance and reference. Widened stance and reference, but Wolf isn't doing squats, so you don't need one-to-one reference. It's a loose guideline. Yes, it's fine now. Widened stance and reference. Yeah, the reference, he's got like a big old chest. Like, look at this reference. Hello, welcome to the stream. He's got like a big old chest. Like, look at that. That's like bear quality right there. Like a big old bear. He looks kind of like a bear. I mean, not really, but he's got like a muscular chest. And then like little itty bitty paws. I prefer drawing wolves with big paws. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing than the smaller paws. That's just a artist choice. How are you doing, Sapella? It's because his model is designed to carry Midna. Yeah, that's probably right. The wolf makes me hungry for some blueberry pie? What? Where do you get blueberry pie from wolves? I'm so confused on so many levels right now. Now I gotta look at the markings of your wool. You want it to be a white. You wanted it to be a gray or white wolf. His model also fits Human Link inside it. When he transforms, there is a boundary break episode that shows Human Link forming into Wolf Link, and Human Link is stored in the Wolf Link chest. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe Link is just stuck in the chest of the wolf. I don't know, it just looks like it. Looks like apple pie? Looks like pie? Evox, I effing love you. That gives me ideas. Rose, make the markings blue. Okay, I mean, I can make the markings blue, but what color do you want the wolf? Also, like, the picture you gave me. Look, I'm gonna save this image. The picture you gave me, all I see is the markings from the side view. But in order for me to be able to do it, I need to be able to see the front view of the markings, unless you just want me to wing it. So this is Winter's wolf. He has this color pattern and like a tan color pattern. So, I mean, like the markings on the leg would be easy. The legs would be pretty easy. It's just the face. Also my throat held so now I sound normal. But you had like the biggest deep voice, like a moderator, like a storyteller. That or Link abuses steroids. Link could be on steroids. Markings blue, fur, steel, gray, charcoal. Okay. Markings are symmetrical. I think. I don't know. I'd have to ask the artist, your niece. Okay. I would assume they're probably symmetrical. I'm going to just wing it. And what I'll do, I'm going to just do the line art. And then what I'll do for the markings is I will wing the markings. And if you don't like it, I'll have it on a separate layer. And if you don't like it, I can change it. Make them symmetrical. Okay. I'll make them symmetrical. Yeah. Trying to think. Wolves also have like gigantic noses. They've got it, and they're kind of rounded a little bit. Just a fun fact about wolves. I think out of everything to draw on a wolf, I think the nose is the hardest part. Now, I can give him like fangs too. You can also do like a big fang back here. That is up to you. Also, new track will be ready this week. Been working on two here and there are for the last few weeks. Cool. Hardest part of a wolf is to draw a 3/4 view, open maud mouth. No back fangs, canine 2 fangs, and forward facing eyes. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted that or not. That's why 2 of our teeth are also referred to canine teeth. Yes, I agree. I'm just saying for aesthetics, like sometimes people like to draw wolves with fangs in the back instead of the front. It's just an aesthetic thing, but it's not really true to like a wolf. I don't like that. Those people can do the corner. I agree. I agree with you. Hold up. Daughter is crying. Get eaten by steroid wolf. Exactly. Give me 1 second. Daughter is crying. I need to make sure she has a bottle. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to take care of the daughter. Also, real talk, your shape art at the start, do you see the dynamic pose you have with like 0 effort? Sometimes I actually do use shapes. But sometimes I don't. And maybe that's like my problem. With humans, I don't as much. I think with animals, I do a lot more. If I'm gonna draw a human, like a whole body, I typically do it, but I didn't do it yesterday. And I think that that's why it may, I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And that's just the lazy artist in me. I need to look at something. It should take 30 minutes, so you should make it a habit. Yes, master. I will make it a habit. Seconds, not minutes. Okay, you know what? Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I gotta remember how I typically do this. Because I haven't drawn a wolf in a while. Sometimes there's a genetics anomaly, and in this case, I would want it rear dew claws and front dew claws. Front dew claws? Yeah, okay, yeah. You're talking about here. You already have form dew, so put the rear ones too. Okay. I think it's on this side. Some dogs and wolves have 2 and some have 4. So you're saying like sometimes wolves and dogs have just the front 2? Do you want any like earrings or anything on your wolf ears? My one dog has 4 embedded ones and the other dog has 2. Yeah. Do you want any earrings on your wolf? Sure, same as me. 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Like, do you want hoops? Do you want hoops? Or do you want, like, studs? Like, 2 on one side, 1 on the other? Ear on the right. So, okay, when you say right, say his right. Or not my right, not what you're looking at, what the wolf's right is, or what the left is. On the ear and the wolf's right, you did say that, I'm sorry. Is more distant and should be smaller than the other ear. I disagree. I'm just gonna say I don't really think it's that much distant. So to notice it to be much smaller, I do think I do need to liquefy it a little bit, maybe like this way, but I don't think it needs to be much smaller. I don't agree with that. But that's just me. Because he's looking essentially head on. And yes, one ear is further away than the other. He's looking pretty much head on. Perspective, I don't see how that would be the case, because you're still I mean, yeah, you could make it a little bit smaller, but I mean, I guess I don't really see how that could be really the case, because the wolf isn't like far away from you. It's literally looking at you. But if you want it to be smaller, that's okay. About 10% smaller. I mean, I don't think so. I think it's just gonna make it look funky. I'm just gonna be honest. I know the artist in you wants to do that, but I don't think so. I think if you look at like, let me think about it. See, if you look at Lynx Wolf, it really isn't. It's the same exact size. And he's looking head on. Yes, it's kind of fluffed outwards, but it's not smaller. It's the same size because he's looking head on. I don't think you would want to draw it much smaller. But like I said, if you notice it on him, it's not. It's turned, but like you're still kind of looking at him head on. And like you wouldn't have his foot like 10% smaller than his other foot. That wouldn't make any sense. Just turn your head further. It's notice. I think you're confusing with turning than smaller. Cause like you know how you have your picture where your hand is like way bigger. Like you have that picture that you drew for me where the hand is like exceptionally bigger than the rest of the body. Like you do a lot of perspective on your characters. But I mean even in this one that you sent, I mean even in this picture you sent me, Froppy, if you look at Froppy, how you drew Froppy, this is the same exact size as this. You just have it tilted in a different angle. You look at like perspective. Her foot's bigger because her foot's like coming out to here. But the perspective of her helmet's pretty much the same size. No, it's not. Okay, I mean, it's your logo. I'll make it however you want it. But then, like, to me, that looks funky. It looks weird. It makes the ear look a lot smaller. I just think it makes it look funky. Her fur is cropped, shrunk about 10 to 15%. I don't see that in your picture. Maybe it is. I guess I just don't see it visibly. Like, if I were to measure her other goggle, I mean, I don't know how to measure it, but like, I don't see it visibly. Like, my eyes don't see that it's smaller. I meant check the wolf link. So this is wolf link. His ear is about the same height in each one. It's the same height, same shape, same size. It's literally down the line. It's the same height. I sent the circled ears different size. I don't think it would. I'm just saying I would not draw it different sizes. If his head were tilted, maybe, but like his ears are literally the same size. I sent you screenshots. Okay. Okay, the reason his ear is a different size is because it's turned. So like you're talking about it's turned. I mean, I can turn the ear outward, but it's turned. that's the reason why the ear is smaller, not in length, but like you're talking about in because like it's a fuller ear here because you can see him turning this way. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. So probably what I would do I think what I would do Okay, so I think I'm understanding what you're saying now because I didn't understand what you're saying. You want the ear to be slightly kind of tilted outwards. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Hello. You don't see my Procreate? The ears obey a horizon line and the paws obey a focal vanishing line. That horizon line that's the reason. Can you not see? Can you see my Procreate? It looks like on my end you can. Maybe not before. Hey Fanafin, we're gonna do a fans game day stream. So I will be planning on doing a game stream with all of my fans. So like I'm gonna try your game and then I'm gonna try someone else's game. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you had to refresh the stream. So yeah, I put his ear kind of facing more outwards to the other side. Oh, it was just a black square. Okay. So I think that's what you're talking about, is you want his ear to be kind of flowing outwards and not front because he's kind of facing this way, like the Link one. How are you doing, FNAF? You having a good day? You hit, I know, thank you. I hit 300 subs. I did, yes. I'm so very grateful that I have been able to get this many subs. Can you see it now, Winter? You're having a good day? That's good. I think it's okay, but just make a suggestion that could improve perspective. Well, does it look better? Does the perspective look better, or do you think I should change it again? I'm trying to correct it in the way that I want it to look good, but I also want because I think you're right. I think the perspective was off. I think it's hard, like, yeah, super uber famous. I think it's hard, especially like doing art and like trying to explain what each person like sees, because like what you're saying to that makes more sense to me. I thought you were talking about the height of the ear, not the perspective of the ear. So like that's just like weird communication, especially with the hair overlap. I deserve 1K. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you yesterday for your nice comment, FNAFin. I really appreciate it. I needed it yesterday. I was having a bad day. I was having a rough day. And some zeros on that FNAF. 100K. Aw, y'all are just so sweet. Y'all are the best followers I could ever ask for. Cause like I don't think every channel has followers like y'all. Do you want pupils in your wolf's eyes, Winter, or do you want them to be kind of do you want them to kind of be looking forward without pupils, just have color here? Yeah, no problem. Your videos are best. Yes, 100K is better. We will shoot for fame. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. It's got a big fluffy tail. The fluffiest. Half paying attention playing with 3D print. I guess what I'm asking is, do you want... Just woke up from a nap. Nap sounds amazing. I love naps. Do you want pupils in the wolf's eyes? Like, do you want pupils? Little tired? Yeah, I bet. Blue eyes? So blue wolf eyes? So if I were to do it, and this is just a suggestion, because this is how you would want to do it, I would probably make anywhere that's not pupils black. It kind of adds an aesthetic. Can you make them soulless or with pupil just with blue? So this to me would be like soulless, where I can make them glow. And also if you want, I can make his markings glow too. That's up to you. But right now I'm hanging out with my cat. But your cat's the one that's mean though, isn't it? Yeah, soulless blue glow. Okay, so we won't have pupils. We'll just have the soulless blue glow. The way I did. Okay. I want to make sure, Winter, did I get the ears the way you want me to, or should I adjust them further? I want to make sure before I go any further that I have done what you think is good, or do I need to adjust it further? In fact, tell me what all I need to adjust on this before I go any further. I know I need to add claws to the back foot. I haven't done that yet. And I'm going to clean up a lot of this line art. You think it is good? Are you sure? He means everything. You can make the tail fluffier. Really? You want a fluffier tail than this? You want it to be as like arcanine as possible? He means everything to me. I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I feel that way with pets. So you want me to make it even fluffier? Do you want me to, I mean, I can I can give him a big old tail if you want. I can extend it. Like, I can extend his tail to, like, it looks weird now, but I'm saying, like, I can extend it, and he has, like, a big old fluffy tail. Yeah, I mean, like, the line art needs cleaning up. You said you could, but not much. What do you mean? I could make his tail so fluffy. Now, making his tail fluffier, I might have to make him a little smaller, but that's okay. Fluff it. So you want to go back to the way the tail looked, but only fluff it up more? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure what you want. So, like, do you want to go back to the way the tail was? But you want me to fluff it up more? So I guess I need to know if you want the tail to be longer or do you want it to be shorter with more fluff? Okay. I can go back to the changes. I'm just asking a tad more, yes. So, okay, do you want the tail longer like I had it? Do you want it long like this? Or do you want it shorter with a lot more fluff? Longer, okay. Longer like that Arcanine, that wolf. So if I had one Pokemon, and if I do play the Pokemon game, I would have an Arcanine. Like Arcanine is my favorite Pokemon because like you can ride your own wolf dog. Who wouldn't want to ride their own wolf dog? Like seriously. I gotta fix this foot. Okay, I have an idea not to play King to Pet because it might hack your PC and I don't want that. Instead of that, you should play Garden of Banban. Garden of Banban. So I looked up Kinto Pet. I don't know much about it other than I saw that you can download it on Steam. So there is a Steam version. There is a version on Steam, and then there's also a version that you can just download. I feel hesitant to download it because I don't want to get hacked or anything. But I think Steam is pretty good about checking their stuff. That's the only thing is I would have to pay for it through Steam, which is fine. It's not that expensive. But the games that I want to play, if you ask me to play, they will have to be games that like aren't going to ruin my computer because I do use these computers. So no hacking games. I would prefer to stick to games that are more well known if possible, like you said Five Nights at Freddy's. I could try for Five Nights at Freddy's or something because that's a well-known game. If it's a game that isn't as well known and is a joke, I would rather play something that is more known so that other people can enjoy also me playing known games. Also, can you show your full model? I want to show my mom. Okay. Let me get it. That's the background. Where's the VTuber? I'm having problems. Okay, here we go. Hold up. I am going to have to go into VTube Studio. This is my whole model. And she kind of moves a little bit. She's visiting. Oh, that's so sweet. I would recommend Garten of Banban 2 is more fun. I'll look it up. But this is the whole model. She can, I mean, I worked on more on this model's body movements. But I want to get better at, if I make another model, which is going to be a little bit because I'm using her for a while, or what I might do is I might keep like everything with the head and the face normal with this model, but change the body. I want to get better at doing body mechanics with the models. I feel like that's where I lack in model making. You're welcome. But yeah, since you don't really look at the body a whole lot when doing VTubing, she thinks it's awesome. Well, thank you. Tell her thank you. Thank you. Because of VTubing, you only look at really the head and like the face motion. I typically don't put as much effort into the body motion just because you probably are not going to see it. But probably the next model I will probably make will be 3D. I made one on Vroid Studio, but I didn't really like it. If I'm going to make one, I'm probably going to see if I can use Blender or something, and I'm going to make a whole 3D model. Trying to explain VTubing. All VTubing is, I like to explain it to people who don't really know what anime is or anything like that. I like to say it's like a puppet. I'm like a puppet. I puppet an animated character. It's just a higher form of technology with puppeting. But a lot of anime users enjoy them. A lot of gamers enjoy them. They'd rather look at something that is like a VTuber related versus like a real person. Also, a lot of reasons why people use VTubers is to have privacy. I don't really care if people know what I look like. However, privacy is a big deal to VTubers. I prefer most of my privacy, but if y'all find out what I look like, I don't care. In fact, I actually have YouTube videos with me in them. I have pictures that I've posted with me in them. So, like, y'all, it's not a secret. Hey, sorry, need to go see my grandma. Have a good day. Take care. So I hope that makes sense with VTubing. Like, VTubing is basically just a puppet. So your niece drew your first logo. I don't know. I think you may have told me that, but I didn't realize it. That's so cool that she did that. Bye-bye. Have a good day. And then we'll play one of your games. I'll look into the Bam Bam one. What's it called? Garten of Ban Ban. I'll look into it. Full attention back. Okay, I just need to make sure, Winter, that what I'm making... I'm cleaning up line art and whatnot. I want to make sure what I'm making is what you want. That everything looks good so far. She drew stickers for my Redbubble. Oh, okay. So it isn't Rune. Rune isn't related to you, is she? I thought Rune was like related to you. When I'm thinking you're saying someone drew it, I'm thinking it's Rune. But is Rune posted only one piece of art, I think, on my Discord channel. I also have another question for the wolf, so let me know when you're here and I can ask and then I can ask it cuz I've got another question. Rune is okay, so I was right. But Rune is not I mean she does art, but she doesn't typically do art, right? Or does she? No, Rune drew the dog bee. It was so cute though. Denver, okay. So Denver, who drew the stickers. Okay, so sometimes what I'll do with my wolves, and I don't know if you'll like it, I will do like markings like this to the wolf. I don't know if you like this kind of stuff, or if that's just too much. Rune is the okay, Rune's the singer. Now this would not be attached to the markings that are going to be colored. This is just drawing. Do it? Okay. I didn't know if you liked that kind of stuff because of my wolves. I have like done stuff like this. And then the markings will kind of go over that. It's just to contour the wolf's legs. So I'm probably going to redo it if you like it. I'm going to do it on a different layer. That way, if we need to change it, we can. That's on a different layer. Uh-oh. I put that in the wrong layer. Oh, I can change it. So quick breakdown. Uncle sings. Rune sings. Other niece draws. All of us can play an instrument or two. Neighbor is like 7-foot giant. Shreds mean guitar. I think I understand. You have quite the group. Y'all have like a whole artist like army. I refer to our combined efforts as the wolf pack. I like it. I don't think that's lame at all. I think that makes sense. So do you like the markings? Like, kind of like that. If you like it, I'll keep it. Both my grandparents can draw and paint, especially my mom's mom. She can shade with marker before Copic was a thing, and yes, I like those markings. Okay. Can she draw? Okay, I have bought Copic. I love Copic markers. I feel like when I drew with other markers that they don't turn out half as good as Copic. Can she draw something as good? I'm just curious, like, can she use a marker better than I can use a Copic marker? Does your mom do art too? Is your mom an artist? She passed years ago, but she rivaled my artwork and she can do and she did markers. She drew a log cabin on a lake that was younger than was wild. That's crazy. Sorry to hear she passed, but I mean, it's really cool to hear that she can do stuff like that. My mom's best friend, Arlene, who also passed, was an artist, a realism artist. She could even do pointillism portraits. What is that? I'm sorry for being a dumb artist and asking that. I don't really know what that is. Pointillism? Do you know when you moo on a baby it cries? I tried it once, my baby nephew, and she cried for no. What do you mean by moo? Like you moo at it? Moo. I think that'd make any baby cry. Moo. Drew a portrait with dots. You dot the pen and ink over and over, no lines. It's pixel art on realism scale. That sounds like very tedious and a lot of work. Yeah, just moo at it. You just moo at babies? I don't think I've ever mooed at a baby. They say moo moo on it, so I reckon they stood on the baby too. Evil. No! My poor baby. I did pointillism, stipping, shading, and my tattoo work inspired by her art. I feel like in tattoo art, though, you have to. Because, right, it's a bunch of dots anyway. I mean, other than, like, you kind of do it in a line, but you're basically pricking a person. I wouldn't recommend it though, because it would make the baby cry. I don't know. She thinks things are funny. Like, I can make her laugh. Like, I literally could probably make her laugh and y'all could hear it. She just laughs at everything. That is like one fluffy tail. Depends if it's oh, sorry. As for my mom, musical drums and guitar, really good at acoustic, played music for my brother and I growing up. Depends if it's a mag round, liner shader, curve mag, stacked, non-stacked, and so on. I think it's neat that your family has such musical talent. Booyah, Arcanine Tail. 100%. I think it's amazing that your family has such talent. Like, none of my family has any artistic talent. It's just me. My mom can kind of draw like a horse. My grandma, I think she can kind of draw, but like, they're not artists. They don't draw art. So, I think, like, my mom thought it was really weird that I was the only artist of the family, because that's really it. I'm the only artist of the family. And she's like, I don't really know how you got your art talent, but we think I got my art talent from the lady who used to watch me when I was a baby, because she had me drawing all the time. She had me drawing like all the time. My dad doesn't draw or play instruments, but he rolled 100 plus 100 IQ stat at birth. Wow. So he's like really smart. I took an IQ test and I did like really high on it, but I don't know if it was like a true test or not. I think I have the smarts, but I will say I'm too literal. I think that's the problem, is I take things almost too literal. Sam Does Art says I got mine by practicing nonstop. So I don't know. Like, I think I've gotten better since practicing. Now, I don't know, like, the whole, like, talent versus, like, practicing, how much, like, Sam Does Art did a lot of, like, art schooling. He did a lot of art schooling. I didn't do a lot of art schooling. I had art classes when I was in high school. But I wouldn't say I didn't go to art school. My bro and I did University 1. He ranked 1 higher than me, and you think I could live that down? Absolutely not. We are gifted, but not genius. He is, yes, he is 1 higher. Wow, that's crazy. Do you want tufts in his ears? Like little tufts? Art is a skill. Talent is just measures how fast you can learn the skill. Someone with talent learns faster, but anyone can do it. I think I have talent. I think I have honed this skill. I think I have talent. But I have talent in picking up things pretty fast. Like, I have a memory that is insane. I can, like, memorize something and remember it. Like, I can remember a lot of things just from memorizing. Like, for tests, I could memorize things right before a test and learn it almost, instantly. I don't know. I have a crazy memory. But when it comes to, like, learning art, I would say that, yes, little ones. Okay. I would say, like, I think I am somewhat talented because I have picked up art. And I've seen, like, there are people that do practice and they do get better, but there are people that get better minusculely. And I don't know if that's because they aren't studying, or I don't know what you gotta do. I don't really know. I think that with me, there are times I do think I'm not as good and I have to do something to get better. I do agree with that, but I also think I pick up things faster than the average person. Including like even my tennis coach said I pick up tennis faster than the average person. But I'm not going to be a tennis pro by any means. I don't have the physical skill to do that, but I can learn technique faster than most people. Mainly because I told the teacher she was wrong and that art was subjective and there was no truly 100% right or wrong way. I agree with that too. I went to art school either, and you failed because you told them that. I agree with that though. It is subjective. Art teacher told me my art was bad and I would never be anything. That is a terrible thing to say. So post high school, I didn't draw for like 10 years, so I picked it up again in 2018 and I sucked. Okay, like, I picked it up again after years, and I would say I sucked, but I wasn't as bad. I would say I was not as bad as someone who's just started art or who doesn't know how to do art and isn't very good. I would say I'm better than that. So my sucking is like, yes, there was anatomical am I saying that right? There was mistakes anatomically. But I don't think that the mistakes were crazy. That just took practice. So I think some amount of art can be talent. I also think some amount of art is practice. Most amount of art is practice. I mean, in comparison to now, like my 7-year journey has been insane. I believe it. But like you look at PewDiePie and how like he just like went from like not knowing how to draw to the way he is now is just crazy. I think that's just crazy. But I can show y'all some of my original digital art. You know, this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Okami. Not gonna even lie. In a year too, but he has a very deep knowledge and understanding too. Yeah, I mean, I just think some things are just crazy. How you can get good and so long, like, and so quickly. Yeah, I think it's crazy how okay. So I can show y'all some of the one second. I can't show you everything because there's stuff coming up on videos that are surprises, but I can show you guys kind of where I started. Like this was not great. I did this as a pillow for somebody and I feel like it's not great. But I also drew this pretty early on in returning to my journey. So I feel like it wasn't absolutely terrible. I couldn't, obviously, this can be improved upon. But some of these art pieces were, I mean, like, this one was like the first one on the tablet. I feel like that's not terrible. One second. Should I send you some of my start outs? Actually, that would be cool. I think it'd be fun to do like a start out, like redraw. One second. I'll be right back. She's like fussing. Okay. So yeah, I think it would be fun to do like a start outs thing where we're redoing um old start out photo or art that we've done. That would be a cool idea. So this one was one that I first started. I didn't quite understand Procreate yet, so like there's a lot of like messiness to it. But I think this was a good start out. And then I did this one and I made the dragon and I didn't know what to do for a background because this is like my beginnings of starting how to make a background. I'm like, how am I supposed to make a background? And this one I made the crystal background as an idea. I think I actually saw this like on a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Actually, believe it or not. And then this one was me trying to draw something cute. I was trying to draw something like really cute, and I would say it's not that cute. It's kind of creepy. This one I want to redraw. This one was like a piece that I tried to draw because I had the idea of drawing like a mystic cool lion with like a lion crown and like something kind of World of Warcrafty. But it didn't turn out. Like his face looks like super long. So like I want to redraw this one but make it like really cool. I kind of want to redraw it and animate it. That I think would be a lot of fun. Then I drew this one. See, I had a problem. I think I wanted to draw line art, but I had a problem with drawing line art. I struggled with the line art on these. And then I drew this one, and I thought this one was like one of the first ones that turned out good. Sent true of your atrocious starting out ones. Okay. I think this piece was the first digital art piece that I thought actually looked somewhat decent. I want to redraw the lion, 100%. I want to draw it and actually animate it. I think it would look so cool now that I know a lot more. Okay, I mean, like, I thought the cat looked really good. And then I also thought that the bird looked really good back in the day. Now, knowing what I know now, I could make this look a lot better, but I think it doesn't look bad. And then back in the day, I thought this looked really good. I was like really happy with this one back in the day. I'm not saying now. I probably do a lot of things different with this one. But I mean, starting out, this one I hated. I hated this one. I hated how it turned out. I hated the colors. I hated it. I hated it. Was not a favorite. I drew this one. And I hated it. I liked the hat, but that was it. I didn't really like this one as much either. And then I drew a little Tommy gun, which I thought this one actually turned out good. I hated this one too. I drew this one and I hated it. She has my posture with the slip disc. It's hunched over. I didn't like this one at all. I drew it for Halloween, but I don't know what I was doing. And this one I didn't like either. I started it out and then I stopped drawing it. And then I went back to it and then I'm like, I hate it so much. I quit. This was one of those I quit. Did not like it. And then I drew this for someone. And I thought that one kind of turned out pretty good. And then I drew this one. And I feel like at this point, it was somewhat of a turning point in my art. Because I felt like this was a decent picture back in the day. Now, again, knowing what I know now, I would definitely draw this differently. But back then, I thought that this was a decent piece. And then I drew this one for a banner, and I thought this one turned out pretty well too, back in the day. I used this banner for a long time. And then I started drawing just backgrounds. There you go, Winter. I drew some backgrounds. This was actually for a contest. I think a city was having a contest and they were going to put like people's art on parts of the city. And so I started drawing like things like backgrounds. I drew this turtle. I thought the turtle turned out pretty good. And this one was not done on Procreate. This one was done on Clip Studio. So at this time, I felt like Clip Studio I was much better at. I actually liked this one a lot back in the day. That's kind of how my logo happened. I started on Clip Studio, and a lot of my Clip Studio drawings were way better drawn than the ones on Procreate. I didn't understand Procreate. I totally struggled with Procreate for a while because I didn't know how to do certain things. You drew a turtle last spring. Yeah, I drew that turtle for a contest. I also drew these dolphins for the contest too. It was like kind of Lisa Frankish. I didn't win the contest. I don't know if they were looking for like actual art. I drew this for somebody. I think this was a commission. No, this wasn't a commission. This was a free drawing. But I did draw a few commissions at this time and made a little bit of money. I drew this one. I thought back in the day this one was really good. I was really happy with her back in the day. She looked kind of chalky though. This one was supposed to be like Freya with her owl. I'll send you the turtle most recent art. Okay. And I'll show some of those art pieces. Yeah, I drew this. I liked this one. This one I was really happy with. See, your bad art doesn't look like bad art though. Like your first ones, like this doesn't look bad at all. Like that to me looks still really good. This one also looks really good. I mean, I'm comparing it to how when I started art. I'm comparing and like to me, your art looks way better than when I started Procreate. I couldn't figure out Procreate. I think was my thing. I don't know why I drew this horse like square. I like drew the horse because I was thinking I want to draw more jagged lines. I was trying to do this art style with like jagged lines instead of rounded. I thought that was more attractive back then. But I just think it looks like a bulky square horse. I drew traditionally for 2 years before that. So all my traditional art looked way better than that. Way better than I couldn't figure out Procreate. I struggled with Procreate for a long time. Then I eventually drew this one, which I was super happy with. This was like one of my favorite drawings on Procreate. One of my favorite drawings. I drew all of these, but like this one I didn't like. I didn't like it at all. This one I didn't like either. So look, like, it's a certain amount. Oh, this was one of my first wolves. This actually became a t-shirt. I bought the t-shirt. I still have the t-shirt with this wolf on it today. I still have that t-shirt. Actually, I think on a t-shirt, it doesn't look bad at all. It just kind of looks bad though. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's the greatest wolf I've drawn, but I feel like on the t-shirt it looks way better. This one I didn't like either. I didn't like it at all. I tried and tried and tried to draw this. This was a draw this in your own style contest. I didn't like it. I felt like something was off about it and I couldn't figure it out. And then I drew the cat. I thought the cat was kind of well done back then. Guys, these are like old art. This is like the oldest on my tablet. I drew this one. I liked it when I drew it, but then I hated it later because her face is not correct at all. This was my Arcanine. My sad Arcanine. I need to redraw Arcanine. Because this does not look good. This looks like garbage. I don't know what I was doing here. This does not look like Arcanine. And then I drew this. Sent 2024 turtle, most recent. Okay. Oh, that turtle looks badass. Look at that turtle. That's insane. That is a badass turtle. Why don't you put these in the roaster toast? Like, this is badass too. This could be like a computer screen wallpaper. Bro, that Arcanine rivals B-Dog. I think B-Dog is better than that Arcanine. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was this dog. Why are you being drama? This one I thought was decent back in the day. This was my my wolf. Hi. Sorry, my daughter's being drama. She's gonna come say hi. You should post those in the roaster toast. The turtle is also for wall art and wallpaper. The anvil for wallpaper, and it's BG for my fantasy music playlist. Okay. It's really good. Okay, so when I got into this part of my art, I felt like I was actually starting to get better. This was a part when I felt like this piece was actually one of my decent pieces back in the day. I must say though, your line art from then till now is literally night and day. Well, okay. There's a reason because of that. It's not just that the line art was bad. I didn't know, like this was also done on so like if you could look at the difference between the art pieces, this one was done in Clip Studio Paint, whereas the other ones were Procreate. And that's where I was like, I was considering, like, this was also done in Clip Studio Paint. And I was considering just giving up on Procreate. Actually, I'm not sure if this one was done. No, never mind. This one might have been done in, I'm not sure. Yeah, this one was done in Clip Studio. Like, my Clip Studio art was way better than my Procreate art. And I couldn't figure out Procreate. Why it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. But I figured it out. So my line art, I wasn't using stabilization. This is actually one of the pieces I did in, I think, in Procreate. I would say you were shaky and Procreate, and the defaults also have streamline with naturally wigglings in the line. So I figured out that I wasn't using a brush that I liked. So partly it was that, but partly I didn't realize the stabilization feature in Procreate. So I just like bumped my way into all this. If I had known that Procreate had a stabilization feature, I would have been way past where I was. But I struggled with the fact it didn't have stabilization. Once I got I bought the brushes from Lotus Bubble, and then I started adding stabilization to my line art, then a lot of my line art changed into what it is today. But it has definitely taken time to get there, because I didn't know about any of that. Your streamline stability is 0, and the lines are absolutely arse. Yeah. Like, who designs brushes to auto curve? I don't know, man. Like, but as you can see, at this point in my art, it got even better. This was done in Clip Studio, and I thought this one was decent back in the day. One of my better pieces. This one I really liked. I drew that in Procreate, and at this point, I'm like, man, I can make Procreate work. But it wasn't until, like, I would say about here, that I didn't think Procreate was working for me. I was struggling. Like, and I even said it multiple times. I'm like, I don't think Procreate is, like, really what I want. I don't think I can do this. Oh, this was a fox. That's not a wolf. This was a green fox. And this was like a doodle. Yeah, this one was a fox. Foxy squirrel, hello. This one was also done in Clip Studio. So what I noticed about my Clip Studio paintings, since I would use the pen a lot, it looked very, like, the lines looked very liney, like, I don't know how to describe it, like choppy. It looked very, like, choppy. And I didn't really like that as much. I got to the point where I disliked it more. Then I drew this one. I'm like, bam, I'm starting to get somewhere. It's hard to tell in like 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter pixelated. Yeah, that's fine. But I drew this one and I'm like, I'm getting somewhere. This actually looks not bad. And then I drew this one and I was like, this is how I want to draw. It was this picture, this one right here, that I was like, I know the artist that I want to be. It was this picture. And it may not look the best, it may not look the greatest, but this picture was the turning point of my art entirely. Like this one right here. And then I drew this one right after. I was like, yes, this is the artist that I want to be. I want to draw just like this. But, and then I tried to replicate it, and then I had a hard time replicating it. I digressed after I progressed. And then I progressed again. I felt like this one was a progress. I'm like, this looks good too. I'm happy with this. Yeah, hand. Good job. Yeah, I was terrible at hands for a long time. I was terrible at hands for. I liked this one too. This point in my art journey was one of my favorite times in art because I saw actual progress. I noticed actual progress. But yeah, it was not until this time, like, I started noticing actual progress. This one, I really like too. And this is when I started doing all the crazy line art stuff. This is when my line art started being bold. See how you draw 10 out of 10 hands, you crop them? What kind of damage? Yeah, you just don't draw them. Yeah, this one I didn't like. I didn't like that one. But this is really like I said, the turning point. Oh yeah, I drew the Naruto dude with the frog. Jiraiya. He was one of my favorite Naruto characters. And this is actually when I started drawing anime characters. I had someone ask me to draw Killua, so I drew Killua. And then I drew this one. It was supposed to be Sakura and Sasuke, but her smile looks like creepy. That one didn't. I don't think that one turned out very well. This one I liked a lot back in the day. I thought she was really cute. I drew this one for my birthday. I remember that. My Eevee, I drew an Eevee a long time ago, and my Eevee looks creepy. He looks like a very creepy Eevee. I tried to draw him like... Yeah, Eevee. I tried to draw him for like a fall themed thing. And I feel like he kind of looks creepy. I did a mood board for him too. I had a little mood board. I did a whole video on this. It's one of my first videos on YouTube. I drew a mood board for him. I love fall. Like, fall is my favorite time of year. Hey, he's missing a tooth. He only has like one tooth. He's got one tooth. This one was supposed to be the Powerpuff Girl. Buttercup. Just a big head though. But I guess Buttercup had a big head. This one, I liked that one. Also, I drew this one. I really liked this one too. Cheap. Pumpkin spice collage. Yes. You no. This was before I met the group. No. This was way before I met any artist groups. This one was the Draw Us in Your Own Style for who's that big artist? Not Sam Does Art, the other one. Anyways, this was his Draw Us in Your Own Style. I loved this one. And then I got into like a whole coffee phase where I'm like, I like drawing coffee and fall themed stuff. Did I draw Umbreon? Do you see Umbreon? I don't see Umbreon. This one was a cat. I hated this one. I hated this picture. I hated it. I tried everything to make it look good. I absolutely hate it. Oh, there is an Umbreon. There you go. It was supposed to be a witch Umbreon. He's got a little moth. I was trying to draw something themed for Halloween again, because I didn't like my last Halloween stuff. Really couldn't tell the infinite coffee brushes. Yes. And this was the Demon Slayer lady. I don't remember her name. Yeah, it's right there, the Umbreon. But yeah, I drew a lot of this one. I really liked too. I was really happy with this one. I was a Draw This in Your Own Style. But yeah, I just kept drawing different things. This one was a Sailor Moon that I drew, but the cat looked kind of weird. I kind of drew her like with a real cat. Your diaper. I gotta change your diaper. Why are you being rude? Baby Ray. Sorry, she's being drama. BRB, 1 sec. Okay. VTuber seizure. Sorry. This one was my first attempt at drawing more backgrounds with the deer. This was me trying an attempt. The flowers look a little strange on it, and other than that, like the horns looked a little weird on it. But I liked this one. This one was the bee one I drew. I liked this one a lot too. The background actually doesn't look bad. The only thing is, like, the flowers on it looked kind of strange to me. I hate drawing grass. I don't know why, but grass trips me up. +1 for using Gaussian blur. I drew this, and then I felt like the deer looked off. So I think I ended up redrawing the deer here, because I didn't like how the deer looked. But, I mean, I feel like I progressed, I regressed, I progressed, and, like, I went back and forth between progression and regression. This one was supposed to be a wow cat. I think his head looks kind of funky. Draw grass is fast way to carpal tunnel. I'm not a huge fan of drawing grass. I liked this one. This one was a redraw, I think, of an OC. It was either a draw this in your own style or it was a redraw of an OC. And I liked it. I still don't think it looks bad. This one was a draw this in your own style contest. But, like, again, like, some of these turned out really good. Oh, this was a Link and Zelda one. Speaking of Link and Zelda, this was when this game first came out. I drew them together. I felt like Zelda was so detailed that this took me a little bit. I felt like this one took me, like, I don't know what it was. The art design, it just, like, it took so long to get every little detail. Like, even her, whatever she's holding, whatever that is, her little, I forget what you call it. Baby wants to be held. Uh, 9 out of 10. That is your S Tears of Kingdom? Nah, bruh, Tears of Winter crying at this piece. I mean, what do you think? I don't think it was terrible. I actually like this piece. It is an older piece. I think if I were, I think I want to redo it. Android tablet. I think I want to redo it. I feel like this one, I feel like this one was a good piece. But I feel like I want to redo it. I said 9 out of 10. I told you what. Okay. Yeah, for Zelda, that was a Zelda piece. And then I drew this thing, whatever this was. I drew the Zelda. And then I drew whatever this was. Like, I'm not sure I like it. So, like, in art, I typically progressed and regressed. Progressed and regressed. Then I drew this. This was another Sailor Moon. For someone who hasn't watched a ton of Sailor Moon, I have seen, like, the newest series. And I did watch the, some of the old series, but I hadn't seen all of the old series. But as someone who hasn't seen a lot of Sailor Moon, I love drawing Sailor Moon. To be honest, went from 9 out of 10 to 6 out of 10. I know! I'm telling you. Then I was playing World of Warcraft, the dragons. And I drew this because I thought the dragons were really cool. And look, it's another attempt at a background. It's my attempt at a World of Warcraft background. I feel like this one didn't look bad. I had a like little arch. I had like a magic ball with magic stuff. I think like any artist, you put more effort into pieces, your heart lays into. Yeah. I loved the World of Warcraft dragon expansion. The dragon one, Dragonflight. That's why I got into drawing this. Let me see if I can put her in her little Alex Straza. I want to draw an Alex Straza. She has a little chair. She has little toys in her chair. I want to draw an Alex Straza. This one, okay, you're gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna laugh. This one, I drew an extra finger. She had a hand of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. And I realized it after I posted it. I'm like, darn it, I drew an extra finger. Rose is officially AI, right? Drawing fingers. Are you AI, right? Drawing extra fingers on characters. This was actually my first Draw This in Your Own Style contest. I gave away, I think it was like $25. I gave away like a $25 Amazon gift card. Fingers aside, yeah. That shoulder, bruh. Yeah, she had well, okay, this artist particularly had prominent areas in their art. I think her hair was supposed to be drooping over her shoulder, but it made her shoulder look even weirder. Then I got into like a whole anime thing where I was drawing Draw This in Your Own Style anime. Like his finger is like way bigger than his hand. He had like one massive finger. Your daughter would like the which one? I think this one turned out. I think this one was good. This one was, I think, another Draw This in Your Own Style. This one, I think, was okay. I think the cheeks made her look kind of sad. Draw a buff cat dude from My Hero Academia. I should. Oh, and then I drew, what's her name? The Demon Slayer girl. By the way, September. The new Demon Slayer season is coming out in theaters. I'm excited. I kind of want to watch it. Kind of want to go to theaters and watch it. Oh, and this one's still a favorite of mine. This one till this day, this was a Draw This in Your Own Style. This one to this day is still a favorite of mine. But yeah, that's when I kind of started really getting into the art. Like this one was one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, Nezuko. It's Nezuko. Yeah, you're right. This one was supposed to be a redraw of someone's OC. To this day, this is one of my favorite art pieces. I think this one, the fox literally looks like a tattooed gate piece. This one to this day is one of my favorite pieces. The fox. Oh, this one. I was trying to again draw cutesy. I was trying to draw something kind of cute. But I feel like a lot of my cute stuff was turning out creepy. I think this was one of the first pieces that I drew something cute and actually thought it was kind of cute. But I really struggle drawing cute things. I don't know why. This one, her head is like flat. Massive flat. Not gonna lie, I have piles of artwork labeled poop art. Burn it with fire. There's some of that in here. But I keep it anyway. I keep it to remember. This one was the only art piece that I won a Draw This in Your Own Style contest with. I won my first Draw This and only first Draw This in Your Own Style contest with this one. This was a redraw of an OC. I think her hand doesn't look the best, but whatever. I think she turned out alright. I liked her hair. And then I was asked to draw the One Piece character. Luffy. That's his name, Luffy. I might do a short on him just for funsies. Mara draws flat, elongated craniums too. She doesn't anymore. She used to. Huh. I've never won or even placed in a Draw This in Your Own Style. I've only placed once. I've only won first place once. I liked this one. This one I liked. This was a Draw This in Your Own Style. These were some of my favorite drawings. This one was one of my favorites. This one was one of my favorites. And then I drew this one. This one was one of my favorites. I really liked this one. But none of these won, which was okay. Then you kind of get into so when I said to I regress, I had a particular art style. I was using a lot of the dots, the lines. I was starting to do a lot more stylized art. This one, I liked this one too. This one's a good Halloween piece. That looked like a tattoo design. Oh, this one was a fox that I drew. I loved this one. I loved this fox. That one was one of my favorite drawings. And then this one was the one I posted about recently, if I've regressed or progressed. This was me trying to create a creature. Just come up and make up a creature. And you mentioned lazy artist and pulled back. Yeah. You like all the fox ones? See, I feel like I'm good at drawing animals. I drew this turkey for Thanksgiving. I feel like I am good at drawing animals. I drew this as kind of like a hunting piece. But then when it comes down to people, I feel like there were times I really struggled. This was Meg from Hercules. I drew Misty. I did not like this piece. I felt like her eyes were way too big. And her body proportions were real funky. I lost count, but was counting at how many of your pieces clip out of the canvas. Disney, Hercules, yes. Oh, this was one of my favorite peaches that I drew. She is still one of my favorite peach drawings. This was probably done I'm gonna guess 2 years ago. Did you draw that because the actress passed? No, I didn't actually know. No, I didn't know she passed. This one was random. I'm not gonna lie. This was I think I saw some AI piece. And I'm like, man, I want to redraw it better. But the piece was like a girl, and it had something to do with like her being like why like a I don't know, like I don't know if it's like tribal or something, like, and I don't know what it was, but I saw it and I'm like, I want to draw this and make it better. To this day, I don't even know if I have that picture. I don't even know what it looks like. I just saw it and I'm like, man, it's AI. I wish it could look better. And so I drew it myself, but then I drew the tiger in the background. Spirits from Princess your Mononoke got banned. I'm sorry. Yeah, this was Princess Mononoke. Not my favorite. It's not my favorite. And then I drew Kiki's Delivery Service, also not my favorite. And then I drew Totoro. I kind of liked the Totoro one. I kind of like the Totoro. Moments is no longer AI. It's already better. Well, thank you. Like, a lot of times I'll go on Pinterest and look for things. And if I find, like, that's how this happened. Like, I found on Pinterest that AI. I found this dragon, too. It was why does it keep pushing my stuff? I found this dragon. It was AI. And so I redrew these drawings because I was like, man, these are AI. They would be so much cooler if I could draw them as an art piece. And so, like, I went into a frenzy. I was like, man, if I could draw AI and make it better as art, that would be amazing. That's kind of where that came from. And then I got into animating. So then here I started animating, like, my fox, and then, like, my cat. Yeah, Pinterest, not all Pinterest has AI, but a lot of it is. I would say 80% of Pinterest is AI. Then I got into the Pokemon. I got to drawing Squirtle. Like, this is like a demented Squirtle. He looks like evil. Not even gonna lie. He looks like he could crush you. But Squirtle's eyes are red. I don't know. It just looks like a demented Squirtle. And then I drew Luxray. I thought Luxray looked cool, but I hated this drawing. I didn't like it at all. I didn't have a good reference, and I think, like, how I wanted to draw him, I couldn't draw him very well. It's Squirtle. And then I drew Cubone. I thought Cubone turned out really good. This one was an OC redraw. I thought she turned out pretty alright. And then I drew this, and this was totally a regression. I'm like, her body proportions look absolutely garbage. I think it was at this time I realized that I had to work on body proportions. Because I hated this. This was a part of Amara's deal. Amara started the whole, like, Blossom, Buttercup, all that. That's when I started drawing with her. Drawing with Amara. A tattooed Squirtle, a Staryu, a Debbie, a Cubone, a Pikachu, and a Charizard. That's awesome. I would totally have a Pokemon tattoo. And then I got into making my own first VTuber. Then I got into VTubers. And animating. So most of this is like VTubers, animating. That's pretty much it. Then I got into Winter's character and yep, pretty much. I don't want to go too high on this scale because there are some drawings that I can't show y'all yet. Mostly because they're going to be surprises. So I don't want to go too high and then show y'all those characters because that's a surprise for another video. But to recap, I drew this wolf. Hopefully, I'm gonna spend some more time working on it. BRB, 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Doobie crab sir tattooed on my. Oh, you mean the dwebby? Okay, so like the crab, like cancer from like the zodiac. I tattooed on myself on my inner ankle and upside down. It's one of the kids' zodiacs. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, it is a zodiac. So, Winter, message me if you want any changes on this before I start the coloring part. I'm thinking if you want, I can do the markings, making them look like metallic and shiny if you want. Let me know what you want. Let me know if you want any changes and we can do that. I will be ending stream here because I have some stuff we have to go do a few things. I'm going to be really busy. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I tried to get as much of this done as I could, but I do have to go, unfortunately. But guys, don't quit creating and have a good time. Have a good day.